Just last week, after I had a keynote presentation, I was in a breakout session. So it was after I spoke to about 500 people in a main big conference ballroom. I had a breakout session for about an hour to about 50 people. And at the end, I opened it up to Q&A, and a question I got asked by somebody after we went through working on our vision, having a positive mindset, living our life with a sense of urgency, the things that I live by every single day and I talk about when I do my keynotes. The question that somebody asked to me, they said, David, you are obviously a high performer. You have high energy. You have passion in your life. You have purpose in your life. You're waking up every single day. You're intentional in your life. What do you say to someone that wakes up that isn't motivated? What do you say to somebody that wakes up that isn't healthy and fit and struggles because they are overweight? What do you say to somebody that is not a high performer, who doesn't have good energy, who is not intentional with their life? Like, what do you say to them? Because you're naturally gifted that way. And I thought about it and I knew where this person was going. And my answer was this, and I want to share it with you because I think it's something not only powerful, but I think it's the mental block that stops so many of us from living our life up to our fullest potential. And that mental block is yourself. I said to him, and my response was, do you think I was always this way? Do you think I always was a high achiever that had high energy, that was healthy and fit and had motivation and every single day woke up with intentionality? I said, I didn't start out this way. This is years and years of reading hundreds of books and being intentional and doing the things on the days even when I didn't feel like doing it that got me to where I am today. And even where I want to go from here, the person that I want to achieve to be one of the top keynote motivational speakers, something that I'm working towards every single day. You know, when I get there, if somebody was to say, David, what do you say to somebody that's just starting out that doesn't have the high energy and is one of the top speakers? And it's the same point. You need to start where you are and be the change you want to see. When it comes to motivation, I love to say that it doesn't strike you like a bolt of lightning. You just don't wake up one day and, oh, I'm motivated. No, you start taking the necessary steps to move your life forward. Start doing the things that you know you need to do. You want to feel motivated? Start taking the first, second, and third step, and motivation will come your way. David, but what about somebody that is not healthy and fit like you, doesn't have high energy? Well, even if you're 100, 200 pounds overweight, start going outside for a walk. Start going on a treadmill. Start becoming a person that is healthy and fit. It starts with that. To me, when I heard it, and it's a very valid question, and I'm not knocking it, but it's the excuses. It's thinking that people are a certain way because you're comparing your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 12. If you were to rewind my life and go all the way back, it was me doing the work and showing up to make myself the person who I am today, to read the books that help me think the way I think today, to make exercise something that pretty much I do 6 or 7 days a week to get me to have the energy that I have today. Once I started incorporating exercise, and in the beginning it was so hard because we get so used to our habits. Our habits and our routines is what determines our life. Like, I love John Maxwell says, success is hidden in your daily agenda. And if I was to take the person that's not feeling motivated or is not a high performer or doesn't have great energy or who is suffering from depression, and I was to match them up and then put them up against my daily decisions and choices and what I do, you're going to see a big difference. That's why I am the person who I am, because it's how I show up every single day. So ask yourself this, if you're really thinking about it. If success was to have a video camera and it was to follow you around from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, and it was to take a video of your life, are you moving closer to success or are you moving further away? Are you moving closer to doing the things that are going to give you the motivation, to give you the energy to help you thrive in life instead of just surviving in life? So again, guys, when I heard this question, it's not a matter of me not understanding and having sympathy and empathy for that person, because I know what it feels like. I wasn't always this way. There was a time that I lived paycheck to paycheck, even when I had a good time. There was a time that I was 20 pounds heavier. There was a time that I'd go to bed exhausted and I'd wake up and I would just do the same things over, and it felt like I was on the merry-go-round. It was like a circus and I just was surviving each day and I felt like it was repeating. But I finally realized realize if something needs to change, it's me. If something needs to change, it's how I show up every single day. And my goodness, I had to be intentional with my actions. I had to manage my time more effectively. I had to cut out all of the things that weren't serving me. So it took a lot of me self-auditing my life and recognizing all of the things that weren't serving me and getting over my excuses. So guys, to recap, if you are somebody that may say, David, I'm struggling, I don't have the energy, my business isn't where it needs to be. What do you say to somebody here because you already have it? Well, the thing is this, you're comparing yourself day 1 to my day 1001. You need to start where you are and you need to be that change. You need to take that first step and then another step, and you need to be consistent and you need to be disciplined. And let me tell you something, if you just do that for 30 days and you start taking those steps, you will be in a different place in your life and you will have motivation and you start becoming a high performer and your energy will be better and you'll get over your excuses. So it's not matter that I'm different than anybody else. We're all human. It's just a matter of how I choose to show up each day and the choices and decisions I make each day and my attitude that I have when I get knocked down and how I respond. I refuse to play victim. I refuse to make excuses. I refuse to allow comparison to stop me from moving forward. You need to work with what you have, with where you are in your life, because what you have is plenty to get yourself started. You have your day 1 and only compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. You could be a high achiever. You can have high energy. You can have great passion. You can have great purpose, but it's going to take a lot of work to get started, and it's the start that stops most people. Don't become part of that stat. Draw a line in the sand today. Take that first step and understand all of the things that you want to achieve. They will come to you, but you need to be willing to put in the work. Guys, be sure to like, comment below, subscribe to my channel. I would love to get all of you guys engaged to make the world a better place, to help you live up to your potential, and we can do that by spreading the message to help people get better each and every day. So please like, follow, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.